Hi guys, this is Pray Love, and I wanted to share my fragrance for the day, the fragrance I wore today, because I just did a video on Sauvage, but I wore it like the past few days. I was always wearing that because I love it so much. But today I'm having another strike at a clubbing bar fragrance. It seems that I would really enjoy the bars getting back, but everything can take its time. There's no rush, but I like to be reminded that at some point we will be able to really enjoy our lives as much as we can, but we can still enjoy the fragrances. So this one is 1 million Cologne, and it is different from the original 1 million. The original 1 million is a bubblegum sweet fragrance that is very good for the clubs. That is very good for the projection. This very sweetness. It is very youthful, like almost juvenile. It smells a bit like maybe just out of high school, like late high school people. That's what we have in mind when we smell 1 million most of the time. It's a fantastic fragrance, by the way, and it's something that you can see all those videos out there. It's a fragrance that people really enjoy a lot. They always compliment on that fragrance because it's very, very good. Super, super nice, super sweet, easy to wear. But this is not the same beast, isn't it? And this is not about 1 million. It is about 1 million Cologne. And 1 million Cologne is a fragrance that I just so love. And I got it out of a trade. I was trading things and the guy was like, oh, I miss maybe one article that might conclude the trade. I was trading a high-end fragrance that I had that was like, that cost a lot, and he was trading like a bunch of fragrances that I really wanted, but that were cheaper. And then he said, oh yeah, I have this one. And he gets 1 million Cologne and he's like, this one is amazing. He's just like me. He likes to cycle through the fragrances, but at another level. Like he's just like cycling through everything and just trading and whatever, like the cycle continues. And I was like, oh, I don't know the Cologne version. I'm like, is it an eau de Cologne? No, it's not. It's just really good. And I was like, sprayed it on, and I was, oh my god, it's like, I'm just gonna, because I sprayed some on me, but I'm gonna spray more. Oh yes. This one is like, I don't know what I could call this exactly, but it's like this tobacco smokiness that we find in 1 million, I think. I think it's there somewhere. But there's a tobacco smokiness about this. Really, really nice smokiness, but it's flowers and some fruits. It has nothing to do with an eau de Cologne. It's a lighter version, of 1 million, but it's more floral, more mature, less sweet. It's not that sweet, this one, and I just love how it smells. It's incredible, and I think it is very, very like. It is a very seductive scent. You know, it's like it puts you in a mood where you're like, oh, like it puts you in the zone. You know, it puts you in kind of a zone that you're like just very confident with yourself, and people just really love that fragrance. That's the thing I found. It's one of the fragrances that I got complimented on the most. I don't get complimented on every fragrance that I wear, and there's one of my favorite that I'm not even like. I think I've never really been complimented on it. Maybe once, or like, yeah, but most of the time people were like hating it. So This one is more like super sexy, super seductive, but people really like it, you know. And yeah, that's another thing. You know, they always say that oh, you need to find something unique to be complimented. You need to find something unique, but just wearing fragrances is pretty like like on the fringe or something. It's not that popular in general, especially for men. So just wear whatever you like, you know. And most of the time you get complimented on fragrances like Sauvage and 1 million, and this time 1 million Cologne, and that are really not super original, but that just smell really good. And you need to like be aware that if you're like if you want to have a connection between you and the fragrance and people and you and the people, you know, that kind of relationship where you're not asking for compliments, but you like to be maybe a crowd pleaser, or maybe anyway, just go for go for what your nose tells you this is really good. Don't go for like what your mind tells you this is gonna provoke reactions or this is gonna be really sexy. This is not the way it works. If you wear Sauvage and you don't think it's sexy, it's not gonna be sexy, you know. And it's the same with that one. But this one, yeah, like I said, it just puts me in the zone. It puts me in a comfort zone. It puts me in a confident mood, in a really good mood, and I really like it. And I think it's a feeling that a lot of people like me will feel when they put precisely 1 million Cologne on, because it's just there's something in there that's just like smells like a nice skin, like floral and tobacco and deepness, and you know, it's just there's something going on, you know, with that one that you're like, sometimes I might be wondering like what smells so good around, and just remember, oh, that's me. That's that fragrance here that I put on 1 million Cologne. It's so good. Every day I do that. The only bummer for that one is that it's not as super long lasting and projecting as 1 million, say, because like the Paco Rabanne brand, like they're doing like fragrances that project a lot, are very good for that. This one, it projects a lot. It's not an eau de cologne, but it's not as powerful as 1 million, as Pure Excess. But it's still very decent, you know. So I would go for it anyway. And really, like, if you are scared that it's gonna disappear and now you won't have any fragrance left, reapply just like I did. You know, it's just like reapply. You're like, oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, am I wearing a fragrance? Oh yeah, I was wearing that. Oh, bring the bottle with you. It's not that complicated. And oh, but you're gonna deplete the bottle sooner. Well, that's not an actual issue, is it? Like if you've got like a 100 ml bottle, if you're not wearing that one every day, you get through, but in such a long time that is it really like a point that you're gonna deplete the bottle? I mean, if you really super like that smell, just buy some more because you're gonna run out of it anyway. And also, it's always fun when you're like you don't have it yet, like you don't have it anymore, but now you're checking out all the new trends and discovering this new world of fragrance that is gonna be in 5 years' time. There's gonna be so many releases. Maybe you'll find something that suits you even better. Maybe not. Who cares? Just go on with life, and remember that like this kind of fragrances is associated with like some really vain people, uh, clubbers, like douchebags and everything. Like I said, 1 million is super youthful, super like energetic. I really like the bubblegum like scents in general. This one is really not like that. 1 million cologne is a lot more um, mature. I would say mature because it's not very sweet, and it's a bit floral and tobacco and everything. It's just really something that's good. And to end this video with another question. I was like, the first time I smelled this, I was appalled by the fact that I remembered like when I was a kid and like pretty young, I smelled something similar to this fragrance, but it was not that one. It's just the notes. Each of the individual notes I could smell on other fragrances that were super popular in the 2000s. But I have no knowledge of what was the most popular fragrances at that time and what could give like that nice tobacco kind of carnal vibe. If you have any idea on which fragrances from the 2000s I am referring to, and it could be men's fragrance, could be a women's fragrance, unisex fragrance, whatever, something that was popular enough that I would remember it from my youth, and something that maybe different fragrances, but I was like always associating this scent to people that were super hot. So it works for me too. I'm just, oh man, someone's super hot here. it's it's just like that, and oh, maybe it's me, because we're all super hot, and we all can be, and with confidence. And your fragrance journey is all about confidence, and self-love, and love for the others, and love for the craftsmanship of doing such great slot machines fragrances, because it's kind of like supposed to be but on the 1 million it's more noticeable. I really like the bottle, by the way, and the cap that just locks well. All right, anyway, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.